Yeah. Whew. Had to take me a rest. What's going on, Facebook? Here's the homie. Out here getting my exercise on, getting my walk on, making some content, doing some TikToks and some lives and things. I want to hop on right quick. Number one, because I need to catch my breath. And number two, to share something right quick because of my walking. What that took place during my walking. This hill is animal. But anywho, joy of the Lord is my strength. Without the joy, I ain't got no strength. And I be just sat down. I went back home. But anywho, I hopped on here right quick because while I be exercising, you know, I be getting my 3G process on these days because I'm trying to get my life in order and keep my life in order. So, got my 3G process. God, garden, and goals. Start my day with God, get my mental health right with my goals. Then I work on my life to get my life in order by working on some of my goals. And one of my health goals is to get off this blood pressure medication. And so I already be eating pretty good, can make some adjustments in that. But I get out and I walk. And while I'm out walking, I listen to my worship music. I try to start my day with it, but I definitely listen to it while I walk. You know, I look to the hills for what coming, my help. God, breathe life into my lungs, because your boy, whew, it's ragged and I can't make it without you. I be praying y'all don't even understand. But anyway, so I be listening to my worship music. And what's going on, Miss Val? I be listening to my worship music. Whew. And I cracked myself up. I be listening to my worship music, and I realized a few minutes ago that most of the songs that I be grooving to and I be jamming to got a common theme. You know, I jumping up first thing in the morning, cranking them joints up, and God be convicting the crap out of me, I swear. Make room, I be cranking that joint faithfully. And every time he get to that part when he start talking about the things that in the way of God, but you know, he's so honorable, because I be singing it too, you know, and I be feeling it. God, I give you permission to move that stuff out the way. Like, you know I got a whole nother relationship in front of you, but you know, if you want to move it, you can. You know, God, I got a whole itinerary that's more important than spending time with you. But God, I want to make room and get to know you so you can move it. You know, and I be singing it. I really be singing it, and I be meaning it. And God be convicting me every time. And I continue to listen to it every morning, because I'm a glutton for punishment. McReynolds, holla at your boy, because I be sticking with you, and God be whooping my tail. Then there's a couple of other songs. I know Maverick City got one, and they be telling God, you know, move that stuff, or whatever the case may be. What's happening? You know, you can move that stuff. God, take it out of me. God, remove it out of me. God, take it from me. I mean, and be singing it. Chandler Moore, boy, listen, he carried me all the way to worship. I be sitting in the throne room. I be cooking dinner in the throne room kitchen, listening to him. And he be telling God, you can move it. God, take it out of me. And I be just agreeing, you can remove it and take it out of me. And God be convicting and whooping my tail. Chandler Moore, you're another one. I be rocking with you too, because I just be listening to it every morning, even though God make me feel real bad every time. Because he reminds me of scripture. That's how God deal with me. And so he remind me that scripture says, if you draw not nigh unto me, I'll draw unto you. If you come to me first, and you start coming to me. So that means if you got some stuff that's in your way, that's blocking you from moving, you got to draw down to me. That means you got to move that stuff for you to start moving towards me. And then once you get moving, then I'll draw down to you. David said, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. Purify me. Chandler Moore talks about that all the time too. He my dude though. I ain't knocking none of them because I be singing it. And God be convicting me. And we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. That ain't just standing up in church on Sunday and saying how well God blessed you. My testimony includes chastisement. It includes God's love. He chastised those he loved. You know, my testimony involves some pruning, some falling, and some crying, and yeah. And so I share that part too. And he be talking about take it out me. Remove it. The only thing that God said that he will remove is the stony heart and put the heart of flesh. Yo, how's it going? Houses for rent. I know they got a bunch of them around here for sale. I'm not sure about rent though. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, always on assignment. I need to go ahead on and get that channel popping too. I teach my process about getting a home ownership and stuff like that. But anyway, and so where was I? Yeah, he said he would take the stony heart from us and give us a heart of flesh. He give us a heart of flesh so that we can feel. So we can feel the process. So we can feel the burn. So we can feel the cutting. So we can sympathize and we can empathize with people when we share our testimony and when we do ministry. That don't sound like God removing and taking this stuff. Remember, Paul asked God to take something from him. And God told him no. Jesus did too. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the Son of God, said, God, take this cup from me. And God said no. I'm laughing because it's just so absurd that I be saying, and I be meaning it with all of my heart, so don't think that it's just you. Listen, and we really be meaning it, and it's nothing to us, or whatever the case may be. But God being a loving God is like, yo, it don't work that way. And I don't want you to, you know, you could sing the songs if it, you know, carry you in the worship and it turns your heart towards me and it puts your mind on me because I keep you in perfect peace whose mind stayed on me. But I need you to understand that the process don't work like that. And so I don't want you to be sitting around mad at me because you asking me to take stuff. But if you read my word, you'll see that in my word, I ain't take nothing from nobody. I got in the furnace with them, but I ain't take them out. I got in the lion den with them, but I didn't take them out. I gave them cover and heat in the wilderness. And I went with them the whole time, but I ain't take them out. Like, even when they left Egypt, yeah, I got them out of Egypt, but they had to walk. Yo, they had to go cross that Red Sea. Can you imagine how terrifying that would have been? To cross the Red Sea? You know how deep the Red Sea is, and so how far down to the bottom of the ocean, the sea floor, you would have been, and you got water going up on both sides, and you got probably looking like a hurricane and a tsunami and everything that had a baby. You know, you got the whole your Euroclydon and his cousin swirling around you, and you got to walk across it. You know how long the Red Sea is, so you know how long they was walking. Listen, they ain't just crossed Broad Street. They was walking for days. So even getting out of Egypt, they had been doing some stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick and share that because, like, yo, God will convict me with scripture, but I still sing it. But this morning, yeah, he did a whole nother other. I'm gonna still play him. But I'm going to let him know that I'm just listening to it because, yeah, he ain't taking me through this. Look, he ain't taking me around this mountain to go again. Yeah, this mountain that I didn't circle long enough. I'll turn in and going north. I'm going the other way. But anyway, Facebook, yo, shout out to Behind the Mask Ministry too, Elder Dion, Domestic Violence Ministry. You know, my shirt that I got on. I need to get in some shade so I can see. But yeah, Behind the Mask Ministry, domestic violence. If you or somebody you know or love or whatever is experiencing domestic violence, or you healing from domestic violence, or you overcoming domestic violence, don't wait till October. You know, it's organizations and it's people out here, you know, that's doing the work. They're in the trenches. You know, they ain't got all of the answers, but they got some solutions. So yeah, Elder Dion, Ava over at Behind the Mask Ministry. She on Facebook, she on Instagram, she on Twitter. Behindmaskministry@gmail.com. Not Behind the Mask Ministry. I think that was already taken. So if you ever created an email account, you know how that go. So it's behindmaskministry@gmail.com. Behindthemaskministry.com as well. Whew, I'm trying to get to the shade because I can't see where my button's at. Y'all hear me huffing and puffing. My house down the street. So I'm almost there. I'm almost at the finish line. Hey. I'm in the shadows. I can see who on there. I can see what's happening. What's going on, Mo? Me, Linda. That's my homie right there, y'all. You know, I remember when Mo told me that people was treating her bad because of a situation that happened to me. Y'all better cut that out. Don't let me find out. Anyway, the joy of the Lord is your strength. What's going on, Lo? The good prophet is on the line. What does the word of the Lord say for us this morning, Prophet Simulton? And Cornelia, yo, Cornelia, that's my homie. Yo, her supposed to be getting me through a whole lot of days, man. She be cracking me up. Like, she makes serious situations humorous, you know, and like, that's a gift. Like, cause I know some of those them situations and them posts that she be sharing, I know they be getting her hot. She be ready to, go ramble on her, man. You know, she does a storm, she can go ramble for real. But anywho, yo, y'all my folk, love y'all, man. My house right there, see. I'm on home.